This movie is based on the 2001 children's book, which features the voice of Hugh Laurie as the title character. It tells the story about Maurice, a goofy streetwise cat who has the perfect money-making scam. This movie wraps multiple narratives into one, all of which involve the art of trickery. There's one character named Emilia who's quite interesting here. She acts more than just a side character, as she's introduced as the narrator of the story. Emilia explains the basics of narrative techniques such as framing devices, foreshadowing, and flashbacks through breaking the fourth wall. Unfortunately, you can only wink so many times before the audiences get tired of it. It's a film that tries to be clever and proud of itself, even though it fails to make that approach fun for the rest of us. To make it worse, the movie then reduces every other aspect of the story to a familiar cliché as well. There's very little to the film, and its plot is very thin. It's just rats being chased by a bad guy, and Maurice and some human companions have to help save them, and that's it. It's barely enough for a short film, let alone a feature film. The movie is not charming nor funny enough to make us entertain. It fails to convert its self-awareness to make funny jokes, tell a satisfying story, or impress us with genuine satirical insight. It's frustrating as the movie makes smart ideas seem uninspired and funny jokes not funny instead. The animals are actually decent, however, there's a stiffness to the human characters. Only the villain comes across like an interesting creation. The voice actors do admirable work, but there's very little to define these characters. There are some efforts to try and spice things up, but there's simply not enough in these characters or story to sustain a feature-length film. The world building doesn't impress much, it really lacks personality, as the animation quality still leaves much to be desired. In the end, this movie feels like a compilation of better fairy tales smashed together, devoid of a compelling flair of its own. It's not really worth your time to watch this. We do not recommend this movie at all.